everybody that's following the tour. Today we are back again, and we start today's leg from Kautokeino Air Base, which is here, and flying northwestwards towards now I've got to remember what it's called, ENSR, and it is called, when I can find it, Sork-Jossen. So we're flying to Sork-Jossen. So that's the route today. It should take about 30 minutes flying time, I guess. It's a strange one at Sork-Jossen. We'll see when we get going. We can look at the charts. So I've got charts for Sork-Jossen. Kautokeino Air Base here, as you will see, is just actually a dirt track runway. So winds today are probably from the north. I'll check in a minute. So we'll have a quick look. So we'll get rid of our title and we'll check on the winds. So conditions, current position, yeah, winds, oh no, 0934 knots. Oh, right. Oh, so they're more, yeah, so roughly northwards coming from this direction. 093 at 4 knots. So 093, oh well, it's actually more of a crosswind from the easterly direction, but so we'll just take off to the north. So if we put the batteries on, have a quick look at the flight plan. Yep, well, we're heading from ENKA to ENSR, so that's fine. So we're facing east at the moment, so any winds are coming. I don't know if that's animated or not, but it looks about right. But it's not, only 4 knots, so it's not a great deal of wind. Let's get rid of this. So I'll switch the alternators on. The lights on, turn that off for a minute. What else do we have to do? So I'll turn the mixture up and then back down to there. I'll turn our things up. Let me just start my SkyTrack. Okay, and parking brake is on, I think. Is that on? Yeah, that's on. So let's see if we can start the engines. Ah, no start. Ah, that's good. Oh, I know. Might help if I turn the fuel on. That's better. Okay, so we need to head this way down there, I think. So make sure there's nobody around. A little military aircraft there. So we'll better check our fuel, I suppose. I forgot to check what fuel we had. Fuel. Refill our tanks. Should have done that before I started the engine, but never mind. Have one primer. Okay, let's just warm the engines up to about 1800 for a few minutes. Get the temperature up a bit. Okay, let's head off. I might need a bit more power on this gravel. Go around the other side of this aircraft, I think. Oh, mind the car. Not a lot of manoeuvring space on this little patch. Very difficult on the dirt as well. Get onto the flatter bit of gravel. Taxi down here in the runway. 1 degree of flaps, or 1 notch of flaps. I don't know what degrees it is. We don't need a lot of flaps anyway. Be a bumpy runway, I think. Transponder on. I think that'll probably be enough, I would think. Let's have a look. Oh, we haven't got any charts for here anyway. See if we can swing around, face the direction that we want to go. Yeah, need a lot more power on these dirt tarmacs. So we got some low cloud, but okay. Wings level, and off we go. Get off that bumpy runway. I'll burst my tyres. So we want to just get a bit of air below us, and then we'll do a gradual turn to the left. Wind will take us actually, because it's blowing from the east. Then we'll climb to about 3,000 feet. that wind's definitely bobbing us around a bit. Let's put a bit of aileron trim in maybe. Yeah, that's a bit better. So we can level off about 3,000 feet, I think. Heading. About 300 degrees. And then we'll put the we should swing around to 300. Be heading roughly in the right direction. It's like a frozen lake there. Oh, put my gear up. Get too high or we'll be in those clouds. Go down a little bit. Oh, that looks really cold whenever this photo was taken. Frozen lakes. Okay, let's have a look at Storjorsen, Sorkjorsen, I beg your pardon. Now, what I was saying about the approach, we have an RNAV approach. But it seems it's not very advisable, or there isn't any chance to land in from. I mean, it's a northerly runway, so if the wind is northerly, which it is, you land in from the north in a southerly direction, and then you follow these supposed circling lights. Now, I don't know if they exist in my scenery, but we shall have to see. Let me just turn the sound down a bit on the engines. Just turn the sound down a bit. Yeah, so we've got about around about 3,000 feet highest points here, 2.5, 2.8. So if we come in this way, we might be able to land straight in, possibly. I'll just looking at the map, it doesn't look too bad, but if not, we will go out and come back round and follow these lights in, but it's probably more for more commercial aircraft coming in this way, I guess. We'll have a look when we get a bit closer. So we'll leave that in there for the moment. Let's have a look at the airport. It's only a 3,300 foot runway, so depending which way we land in, if we land in this way, we'll probably have to do a turn, because I doubt if we'll make the initial turn off unless I'm right on the threshold. So I think we'll just climb up a little bit more, get over those hills. I think in this aircraft you only got an autopilot for heading mode. Otherwise you have to maintain your own level flight trim, which is why we keep going up and down. So, quite barren, this part of Norway. A few trees a bit lower, but up on this plateau it's fairly barren. Yeah, there's a green valley that runs along here. Well, we could have followed, but it would have taken us a bit longer, and I only want to do a short leg today. We'll just keep on the track for the airport. I don't know, I think there's there is an NDB here. If I look at oh, not that one, that's the one I've already got. This one. Yeah, there's an NDB there, 378. Oh, I don't know, we got, I don't even know if we've got an ADF in this aircraft. Oh, no, that one's over here. Oh yeah, there we are. 378. 378. Where's my ADF? Oh, it's there. It won't show up yet anyway. Just give us some idea as to where we are. There we are, ENSR's there. We're skimming the grounds here, aren't we? Go up a little bit. See what the winds are in ENSR at the moment. Right, well currently, oh, I've actually got historic weather on. Oh, that'll be interesting. Shall we, let's switch it to, I was flying the other day and I forgot we put it on historic weather. Put it on live weather and see what happens. We'll probably be in the clouds. Give it a chance to load the live weather. just loading in. There we go. Oh yeah, a bit thicker clouds, isn't it? A wee bit murky. I always like a bit of a challenge. I don't think the clouds are actually that high. It's just that we're up quite high on top of this plateau, so we're almost skimming through the lower layer of clouds. We're up at only at 4,000 feet, 4,500 feet. That's not too bad. I think once we get over this ridge here, so the valley winds round and heads up towards the sea, out towards the sea. Once we get into this valley, we can follow the valley around and lose height. Landing lights on. I'll put them on as we're below 10,000. We ought to have our landing lights on. What's that one? Pitot heat. I don't think we need that. Not during August anyway. Could be flying over Dartmoor, couldn't we? Probably looks very similar. I think we'll head across here. Not that far. Gonna try and head across here and then follow the valley along. Might be more interesting than Dartmoorish landscape. So let's turn the autopilot off. just going to descend a bit down into the valley and we'll follow the valley along. Probably at 4,000 now. Probably do. Maybe 3.5 perhaps. Start leveling off slowly. Again about 3.5. Just follow the valley, follow the river valley. Might take a few minutes longer, but tree line there looks a little bit high, but judging by the underlying photo scenery, but it's about right, I suppose. A little bit of music, shall we? Very mysterious music. More Eastern than Scandinavian, I think. I think what I'll do, I want to see whether this these circle to land lights are actually implemented in the scenery. I suspect they're not, but so I think we'll just fly over the airport and then we'll turn around and come back and see if the lights are implemented, but I suspect they're not. I wonder what this looks like in the new Flight Sim 2020 over Norway, because this is looking quite spectacular with photo scenery in X-Plane. Okay, I'm going to jump back in the cockpit and let the music play out. And then we need to start descending. So I suspect the airport is over here somewhere. So we'll throttle back and have a gradual descend down through this valley. And then we will have a look and see whether the circle lights exist or not. If they do, then I think they'll be on the edge of this hillock. If that's probably not a Norwegian term, but this small mountain hill. Don't want to go too far that way, or we'll be up in those hills. So. I'm going to fly over the airport and then track around the bay here and come back and see whether we can do a circle to land. It's always difficult in the simulator because as you're making this turn here, you completely lose sight of the runway. Might be a little easier in a Piper than it is in a 738, but or an Airbus. We'll have to see. If the lights don't exist, then we just have to wing it on the turn. I guess, yeah, it sort of comes over the coast. So this coast here, so we come down this way and we turn in over the coast and then back round to the airport, which I think is probably in here somewhere. Down to decision height, which is minimums minimums, MDA, I'll refer to minimums, that doesn't help, does it? What does it say the minimums are? Missed approach. Alright, so it's about 1600 feet, 1600 feet, something like that. It's got to sight the runway first. See, the runway's in here, but you know, we could probably land really low, come in this way. The winds are northerly, but what we're going to do is follow the coast round, come back round and try and do this circle to land. You can see us on the map here, so we're coming this way, so we'll turn around here and try and circle to land. I want to be a bit lower. I think I need to throttle back a bit here. Down to 100 knots. That's about 1500 feet. So I think we'll have some flaps. Getting slower. A bit more power. Slow probably for the I have my gear down. Right, so we're down to 1,000 feet. So I'm going to follow this coast round and then head back towards the airport. Trying to trim it level as much as I can. So we're coming along here. We're going to turn around this bay and head back to the edge of that hillock, as I called it, and a nice little lane down here, and see if there's, oops, oh, I thought we'd stalled. See if those circling lights exist in the scenery. I got a feeling they possibly won't, but you never know. Flaps indications on this thing. Right, so we'll do a U-turn here. Watch our speed and our descent rate. Try and keep it level in the turn. Steady 80 knots, roughly level. So there's the runway over there. So probably won't see any lights actually, especially as it's daylight, but I'm not even sure whether they exist or not. So we're now heading back towards this point here, and on the edge of the so-called hillock. So we basically go straight over this bay and then circle round to land. Fingers crossed. There's the runway there. I can do that to look sideways out the window, but as I dip on the next turn I shall lose sight of the runway, so I shall just have to hope for the best. Right, we're still over 1,000 feet, so I think we'll come down. Excuse me. I think we'll descend down. Not sure what altitude. What altitude is the airport at, by the way? Oh, it's only it's at sea level, which it probably, I should have realised that probably. So we want to come right the way down. We're still over 1,000 feet. So we'll come back round over these trees. As you can see, we're probably still roughly on the track. Yep, spot on. Look. Although I don't see any circle to land lights, but never mind. So we'll avoid the hill here and turn around out over the town and keep it slowly descending. We don't want to turn too steeply. 500, 800 feet. Well, that should do nicely. So let's see if I can see the runway. It's over there somewhere. Might be a bit too low, possibly. Gotta level off a bit. Keep it coming round. Yep. Is that the runway? Maybe that's the runway, is it? Don't know. It's a lot easier in a Piper than a Boeing or Airbus, I must say. Runway's just behind those trees, actually. I'm down at 500 feet, so I'll probably be a tad low. Oh, there's the threshold. That's fine, I can see it now. So we're still coming round. Yep. And there we go. Come on round. Come on round. Probably overshot a little bit. In fact, I overshot quite a bit. Whoop. Put some flaps down. Slow us down. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I overshot a little bit. Get my nose round. Oh, that's a great landing. I'll take that. Thank you. Whoops, skiddy, skiddy, skiddy. Try and keep it on the runway with my rudders. A bit of brakes. I don't want to brake too soon. And there we go. Welcome to Yorson. Swing it around. We'll head up to the terminal, see what that looks like. Pretty place, right by the side of the lake. Shame about they didn't have the circle to land lights, but we didn't do too bad maintaining the circle. Oh yeah, looks like a little paddock there or something. Another little Cessna in by the look of it. Now, where's the exit? I don't want to end up on the grass. Oh, there it is. Here we go. So one thing I find a bit odd with X-Plane, if things are in the shade, they take on this strange appearance, whereas if the sunlight's on them, they look fine, but when you get them in the shade, they seem to lose all texture rather than just going dark. They go this funny form colour, which is a bit odd. Alright, I think we'll go round here. Face the terminal and the lake. Go right the way around. Oh, there's a nice view of the lake to finish on. Oh, welcome to Stockjorsen. Well, I hope you enjoyed that short flight. I certainly did. And oops, better put my parking brake on. Turn down the props. The engines, throttle down, mixture slowly come to a rest. And there we go. So, yeah, that was quite a nice little flight. Quite enjoyed the circle to land as well. And got a reasonable landing too. So I was quite pleased with that. So I hope you join me for the next leg, which takes us from here all the way down to Narvik, which is actually closed in real life these days, but the airport is still available, although the navigation aids aren't. So it'll be a case of a bit of a VFR flight again next time. So I hope to see you next time. I'll leave you with a bit of music and the closing screen. So what music shall we have? Let's have a look. What about this one, Pure Magic?